we're not in our usual place.
No,
today.
we're all just confabulated once again.
Can you hear the echo?
No, there's no echo in here. I'll tell you another reason why. I mean, I'm discombobulated.
Yes.
A, because we isn't in the place where we normally is.
B,
you know, like last week we done it in that drain swimming pool.
Yes, the
because we'd made all that money.
Yeah.
So we hired out the council swimming baths and we drained all the water out and we done it in there.
I remember, yeah.
And that was good fun, wasn't it?
Not far.
It's good fun.
Far. Yeah.
But today we are doing it from a completely different place, aren't we, Barry? Yeah.
Yes, we are.
We're doing it in a field this week.
It's
in a wigwam.
In a wigwam in the field. And it's amazing the echo you get off this thing. They knew a thing, didn't they? Them, not allowed to call them Red Indians now.
No, the Sioux.
The Sioux?
The Sioux.
The Inuits.
What are you allowed to call them now? What is it? Native?
Featherheads. Featherheads. I don't know whether that's the technical term for them, but they're a vicious lot.
Oh, they used to.
They scalp.
What they used to do.
Yeah, scalp
they
people.
Used to chase people on horses right across the Midwest, and then when they caught them, then they jump on their backs, and then they'd stamp on their face, and then they'd piss on them, and then they would rip the top of their head off with a knife. They called it scalping. Now, no wonder they got a bad name.
They come flocking over here, these Red Indians. They don't, they want to. They go down the. You've seen them down the.
Well, they always
the
the benefits office,
can I get more money? They go, and they go. You have not earned any national insurance, and up the pop, whack, scalps like that. And they're in one of their wigwams, and jolly nice it is too.
Yeah,
Chief Running Bear.
You've got to say nice things, because otherwise he'll cut the top of your head off.
Well, they've got Margaret, they're spit roasting her at the moment out there. Yeah.
You don't mind that?
I mind it, but I can't wipe the smile off her face.
Yeah, she's enjoying herself.
Yeah, she's enjoying herself now. But no, that was a cheap jibe at Margaret. They're not spit roasting her, they tied her to a tree.
Yeah, and they're going to boil her, isn't they?
They're going to boil her up.
Yeah.
For a nice bit of soup.
You know them ones what boil people up and eat them?
Oh, the cannibals.
Yeah, cannibals. Cannonballs.
They're a funny bunch, cannonballs.
You know, you get a lot of them cannonballs down the Wood Green Benefits office.
Oh, that's it.
You know.
I've seen them.
And they're all right. The thing about them cannonballs is that, unlike most people, they can live off that £37 a week because they don't have to worry about food.
Is it any wonder?
You know.
I mean, basically, I've been down that benefit office.
I know you have.
The benefit officer offers over £17 a week. They bite your hand off.
Yeah, they do.
Literally.
They do bite your hand. And then you have to say, no, you can't do that here.
You
can't do that here. Excuse me. And they're all like, back, abba-lubba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you something.
Go on.
I saw it when I was claiming my benefit down at Watford Way. It's just
who'd you see down there?
Gary.
Oh, right.
Gary Baxter.
You have
to call him Mr. Baxter. You don't know him. I know him first name because he gets a little bit out of petty cash from me. I don't know to see Mr. Baxter.
Oh, yeah.
There's one of these cannonballs behind me.
Oh, yeah.
Eyeing up my rump.
Eyeing
up my rump, it was. And he goes to the front of the queue, and I said, oi. I said, oi. I said, that's not the echo, that's me saying oi. I didn't say it once.
You said it 3 times.
Oi. And the Mr. Baxter goes, no, Barry, you cannot go against his cultural norms. If it is his norm, just scalp me.
Oh, no.
Eat me. Yeah. Who are you? I said, fair enough.
Yeah. If he wants to chop of my head to stick it on the wall or eat it, then I suppose I should give it to him.
And I said, what does he eat? And he said, well, off the top of my head, I'm not sure, but and he reached up, and sure enough, with blood and everything off the top of his head, you know.
My mate, Cyril, he got scalped.
Oh, poor sod.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. He's in the tube.
What do you mean?
The underground.
He was in the tube.
He's in the tube, he's in the underground, right? Yeah. Anyway, he's standing there minding his own business, right, going to cockfosters, right, and he's standing with his hand on the pole, and then this bloke get on, round about Oakwood or Southgate or something.
Yeah. Oh, my lulla.
No,
Oh, no,
he's not. He's just like a pissed up fella, right? Anyway, and he's looking at Cyril, and Cyril, he's like thinking, oh no, he's wrong in here. Yeah. Anyway, this bloke walks towards Cyril.
Oh, Christ.
And then he trips over.
Oh, God.
He trips over, and then he just reaches out and grabs the top of Cyril's head.
Oh, jeez.
And, like, he goes, oh, my gosh. And then sure enough, like, next time he looks, like, the top of Cyril's head's come off. Like,
Christ.
Yeah, I know. But it was just his syrup, you know, his wig.
Oh, that's how, it wasn't really scalped.
No, he just pulled his wig off.
Right.
You know. But he still went to A&E and said, look, I think I've been scalped. And they said, no, it's just your wig coming.
He said, have a second opinion.
You actually get a second opinion.
And what did he say? No, it's definitely
just a wig, mate. Yeah. And because he felt on the top of his head and he thought, oh, what's all that sticky mark? And then, must be blood. And they said, no, that's just your glue.
Toothpaste. Yeah. And I had it went for a third, a fourth and a fifth
opinion.
And then in the end I just went, for Christ's sake, Cyril, stop being a prick, leave us alone. You ain't been scalped.
He's just paranoid like that all the time.
Well, he is.
You know?
You know,
one time he thought he was down in A&E and he thought he had his arm chopped off.
That's right. And what did it turn out to be? He just had it behind his back?
Yeah, he had it in his pocket.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, his hand in his pocket.
No, it's just in your pocket, Cyril. Yeah. God's sake, man, just take it out of your pocket. He said, no, there's nothing in there.
Well, I remember Cyril's wife, Irene.
Yeah.
Remember when she'd come to our barbecue with them flared trousers on? He was just tucking into one of my ribs. Oh. He wasn't a cannibal. A rib, a pork rib, a pork rib.
Something is on the barbecue.
On the barbecue. He turns around and sees Irene in those flared trousers, couldn't see her feet.
No.
Well.
Oh, he must have gone mad.
Oh, God, he went mad. But where's the feet gone? Who's invited the cannonball?
Yeah.
He's gone.
He's gone. I said, Cyril. Stumps.
I said, yeah. So she had to go, Cyril. Now she talks, don't she? Cyril, like that. Cyril, don't be so silly. I've just got some black brown and she talk like that.
He's thick as big shit.
He really is, Cyril. I mean, 1 minute the Red Indians are scouts, next minute
his arms come off,
his wife's legs come off, you know.
He's just got a history of missing body parts.
Yes, and that's why they voted UKIP.
I know.
Is it any wonder?
Yeah, if you put 2 and 2 together, eventually you'll come up with 5 and vote UKIPs.
Yeah, so he's a silly sod.
What do you think of that Nigel Farage?
I think he's absolutely gorgeous in real life.
Yeah. In real life, he's like 6'3".
I heard that, yeah.
Yeah, and he's the same age as Brad Pitt.
It's one of those things, if you had to have a dinner party and you invited someone, I'd have Nigel Farage.
Oh, yeah.
Nigel Mansell.
Yeah.
I'd have
Nigel Havers.
Nigel Lawson. Nigella Lawson. And she could rustle up a free pencils and all.
Yes, and chips.
I'd have any number of Nigels. Nigel Planer.
Oh, right. You've already got Havers, so do you need Planer?
Nigel... Yeah, hi, it's Barry here. Yeah. We got Havers. Will you drop out?
To be honest with you, out of the actors, you were second on the list. Yeah. And we did manage to get Havers, so you're going to have to go and sing your hooks.
Yeah, that's it. I said...
How did he take it?
Oh, I said, look, don't have a go. We're only making plans for... Nigel! I didn't plan that, but that was...
No, that's off the cuff, isn't it?
That's for free.
Completely off the
cuff. That's for free.
Remember that Jimmy Knapp? You remember that Jimmy Knapp?
Jimmy Knapp, the railway union leader.
Yeah, remember him?
What happened to him then? I don't remember him. Well, he's a firebrand, wasn't he?
He unfortunately died,
Oh, Christ.
But remember him?
I do remember.
Yeah, you remember him. Yeah. Same age as Mick Jagger. You remember how he looked?
Yeah, I expect Mick Jagger's looking over his shoulders thinking...
Jimmy Nutshell. But, I mean, they couldn't look more different, is
No,
it?
that's it.
Like Nigel Farage and Brad Pitt, they're the same age. But, you know, you wouldn't see Farage running away from zombies or kissing Angelina Jolie.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. I mean, you know... what's his name? The president of Cuba.
Oh, yeah, Mitch Mitchell.
Mitch Mitchell, the president of Cuba.
Yeah.
What is he, 95, 96?
95.
You've got the
He's
Queen.
got a beard, hasn't he?
He's got a beard and that. Same age as none other than everyone's
Jane
favourite.
Collins.
Spice Girl. Ginger Spices.
Jerry Halliwell.
Jerry Halliwell, or Gerald, when she was pretty up. Yeah. She must be knocking on Christ.
Yeah.
Jerry.
Because I was having a chat with Jerry not long ago, and you know, we were just talking, we were shooting the breeze and that, and I said, oh God, do you remember the 80s and that, and you remember that time, you know, in the 80s, when you know, Back to the Future came out. That was a good film with that car and all that, and you could go back to like 1947 and that, and she went, oh yeah, I remember 1947. That was when, and then she went, oh no, I don't remember it. I don't remember it, because I looked at her and thought, you remember 1947? Yeah. You know, that's what gave it away for me for Jerry Hallington.
Well, when I saw Jerry Hallington she was at Watford Market.
I know.
She helped have a fistule. Yeah, she'd had a fistule there now. Hello, Jerry.
Hello.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Some of that nice coley, the smoked mackerel as well. And she went, oh, blimey, I've gone down a peg or two. I thought, I'll knock this again, give it a rep. Yeah. I know you used to be famous.
She used to wear that Union Jack.
The Union Jack thing.
Skirt thing.
So anyway, I says to her, I says, Jerry, I'll have some prawns and all. And she puts them in a cup and all that.
What, like a pint of prawns she's in the street?
Got
the GTs, isn't she?
Yeah, the GTs. I says, Jerry, what was it like in the 80s? She slipped up. She went, the 1880s.
Yeah, not the 1880s.
The 19, I don't know. And she's all of a fluster.
Oh, that's it.
And I went, all right, I touched a nerve, you see.
Yeah. I remember, because I was chatting to her, like, you remember when like NASA sent up that rocket to the space.
Yeah, with Melanie C in it.
Yeah, Melanie C's in it, and I saw her went down the market, and she's there behind the fish store
with Jerry Hallington.
I went to see Jerry Hallington, and I said to her, "God, blimey!" I said, "That's a turn up, innit? Like Mel C going up the space in that rocket like that." And she wasn't really paying attention to what I said, and she said. She said, Stevenson's rocket. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Well, and then she went, oh, no, I don't remember that. I don't remember Stevenson's rocket. I don't remember it. I know about the rocket yesterday with Mel C on it.
You have to be very, very careful. I said to her one day, I said, remember them lovely 70s bands? She went, no. So she thought, I caught her out. I says, people like, Genesis and that, Jethro Tull. She went, Jethro Tull and the Sea Drill, Agricultural Revolution 1789. She went, Christ. No. Sea Drill, Jethro Tull, and she went, enclosure and arable land.
That's it.
I went,
because I was talking
to Jerry.
Where was you? No, I was buying a bit of cod off her.
Yeah, nice.
And I said to her, we got chatting about politics and that, and we talking about Russell Brand, etc. And she's not really paying attention to me. She's wrapping up the cod and that. And I said, because he's written this book, it's called Revolution. She went, Agricultural Revolution? I remember that. And 10,000 years ago. And then she went, no, I don't remember the Agricultural Revolution. No, I don't remember.
I remember it was absolutely, it really was an incredible thing.
What, the Agricultural Revolution?
No, not that, Jerry. I was at Watford Market at the fish stall. She was there. She just wrapped up a lovely bit of smoked salmon,
You get that, too? She serves that, does she?
She does.
She smoke it herself, or does she get it in?
High end. And she smokes it herself. Well, I think the geezer owns it. Anyway.
Just stand around the back with a pack of benches blowing it on the fish.
That's high cuisine in parts of Hertfordshire.
Well, it just tells a story, doesn't it?
So I bowled up and I said, listen, Jerry, I said, you got any of that lovely smoked salmon? I'd like to buy some. And she said, a bison? Cave drawings of a bison? And,
yes, sorry. I remember making some of them. Yeah.
So I was embarrassed for her. I immediately farted and tried to...
yourself.
Yeah, I shat myself and went, I've done a shit. Sorry, Jerry. I felt sorry for her.
No, you would.
Exactly. Tried to bail her out.
You know, all that work she's done. She's had done on her, you know.
Well, she has, because prior to the work, she was a Neolithic man.
I know, she had one of them foreheads that went into her nose.
Today, did you see that today? They found some of her ancestors buried in Kenya.
What, the Spice Girls?
3 million years old. It was her mum.
Was it? Bless her. It's embarrassing for her, isn't it?
Well, it is.
You know, she does ever so well, look, keeping herself looking young, though, isn't it?
It's all done. It's all trick photography.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's done on a green screen.
Oh, I thought it was blowtorch, etc.
Blowtorches? Eh?
Yeah, blowtorch.
Oh, she's done blowtorch.
Fillings.
She's had fillings.
Polyfiller and blowtorch.
She's had blowtorch, polyfiller. She's had calaris.
I tell you what, though. I'm going to get some of that blowtorch.
Oh, not half.
I'm going to get some. I'm going to get some in my face.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to get it like, you know, I'll take a bird home and I'll pull down my pants. And I don't want my balls to look like they do. I'm going to get some blowtorch and I'm going to stick it in my balls and I'm going to make them very smooth. And then I'm going to paint them white. And then I'm going to get a bit of paper. And I'm just going to, like, stick some ball prints on them, and then I'm going to put them on the wall.
Why don't you draw a pair of tits on them? You paint them white.
Yeah.
Pair of tits. It's a talking point. Any embarrassment about the sexual acts. Yeah. Oh, look at this. I'm not sure I'm ready for this.
Look at these things.
Look at these things. Look like a pair of tits.
Hanging off me.
Hanging off me. Sort of, it's an option.
Yeah.
It's an option.
It's a bloody good option. Yeah. And it's a business, that is. That is hello, dragons.
Yeah. And,
so what you're talking about here, Angelos, is parabolics converted into a pair of tits hanging off your pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is basically it. Well...
I mean, you haven't done your figures. I mean...
figures...
What's the markup on one bollock only?
Well, you can pretty much get it done for nothing if you use a bit of Windoline.
No. We move on to Deborah Meaden, the last woman, and with a pair of tits of her own sort of thing.
Yeah, so she knows what they look like.
Let me just run through this again, Angelos.
Okay, go on.
Can you pass them over so I can have a juicy read this over like this?
We get them out.
That's one. That's the other. She weighs them up in one hand.
Yeah. Oh, toothbrush. Oh. What you think then?
I think it's a wonderful idea, Angelos. I think it's novel.
Yeah.
I think it's exciting. But you haven't done your figures.
No.
One of them is clearly bigger than the other, and for that reason, I'm out. And she's out and all. And she's got a pair. Where would you go then?
I'll be worried about, to be honest with you, I'll be worried about how I would roll the business out, and expand it.
How would you expand it?
Well, you just get a bit of, you get a rubber band and you tie it round them. And,
yes.
And then they should swell up.
They should do.
According to the internet, they do.
You want to ask him B&Q about that, whether they will.
They will, Joe.
They might go black and fall off. That's what they do if it's too tight.
Well, eventually they will. But if you tie anything up for long enough, it goes black and falls off.
I suppose so. What would you do? Go around the club scenes?
Yeah, I do the clubs.
Joey Essex goes on.
Just a nightclub.
Someone else goes on, and now special treat, Willstone Raider, and now Angelos with his balls pegged like a pair of breast knockers. Yeah.
And all I'd have to do is just stand there, if they're hanging out, and then I just wait for the money to come in.
Yeah.
There's a money spinner in it.
That's it. I need a money spinning idea.
Oh, right. You're not in Morrison's no more?
No, I'm not. I've been sacked by Morrison's.
What's that shut you for?
Well, you know, it's like they're all in competition with each other now. And my line manager, Derek Staples, he came to me and go, "Oh, Barry."
What's he want?
He goes, this is a couple of weeks ago, he goes, "What you want to do is, so you feel a little bit special with the customers, give them a little extra sort of thing.
Yeah.
When they want to know where the rice is or the tin foil or whatever, you show them around.
Yeah.
Say, you know, a little bit familiar, friendly, so it feels like a local, you know."
Yeah.
So there's a woman today, and early on, I put into practice, she wanted a sauce, a cooking sauce, can you tell me where
like an Uncle Ben's?
Uncle Ben's. I took her around to aisle 7. Aisle 7 I've gone, and then shown her the Uncle Ben's, and she goes, "Oh, that's..."
I like Uncle Ben.
Yeah, nice, isn't it? I like it looks a friendly fella,
doesn't it?
He looks like a very
friendly man.
So she goes, "It's a bit mild to me." I go, "Oh, like it's spicy, you know, just familiar, friendly."
Oh, yeah.
And I got buoyed by this. Another lady came up, she bought some toilet rolls. I went, "Quick, make way, she's got enough, she must really need to go." He went, "That's not fun." The next one comes up with a tube of cans, and I go, "Touch a thrush," you know, I think I'll be funny.
Like familiar.
Sacked on the spot.
Thrush what done it?
It was the thrush what done it.
Oh, no.
I was just being funny.
Yeah.
The lady, and as I went out, the lady buying sausage, I said, "You've had too many of them, you silly fat moo."
Yeah.
And I went out and I kicked one of the trolleys. And
that's right. Broke your foot.
Broke my foot.
Oh, you poor shod.
So I'm looking for a money spin.
No, I got promoted the other day. Yeah.
From what to what?
Well, because, you know, I was working at Iceland.
Oh.
And they says to me, well, when they come in, you know, make them feel at home.
Oh, nice.
Make them feel familiar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like a friend.
Like a friend, like you would a friend and that. Anyway, so I thought, okay, I'll take that on board, that note, and because, you know, and see what I can do. Anyway, and then no one come in the shop for a little while, and I was just like, hanging around the frozen chickens.
Yes.
And then this woman come in, and I thought, oh, I can't practice what it is they said.
Just carrying out orders.
Just what like they said. Yeah. Anyway, right, I went over, and then she didn't see me, so I snuck up behind her. It's all right.
Yes.
I snuck up behind her, and I jumped on her back, and I licked her face.
Look.
Now listen.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, you'd have got the sack for that.
And what happened?
Well, she was banging to it. Yeah. She loved it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I just got lucky, really, and she wrote a letter saying, "The other day I come in Iceland and Angelos jumped on my back and licked my face, and it was really nice." And they said, "Well, we'll give you a promotion," you know?
Well, that's wonderful. And I tell you what, I should have taken a lesson out of your book.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it, when you have friends round, it's a little bit of rough and tumble. That's what you do with your friends.
I know.
If I get another job in the supermarket and they say, "Oh, make them feel like friends," sort of thing, I'll immediately bowl up to someone and go, "You seen who's moved in next door?" Cool.
That's it, innit? They would love that.
They would love all that.
Yeah, you stand there and they go, "Yeah, I know."
Margaret's angina playing up again, you know.
Have you seen the traffic outside?
Oh, bloody hell. No, don't sit there. I've just had that done.
The trouble with this country.
I'd have done all that.
Yeah.
Do you want a cup of tea? You know, it'd have been all, you know,
you say, like, "I vote UKIP."
Yeah.
They go, yeah, good one.
I'd have a little nod and a wink. You know, we all know what we really think about.
I got shacked in the end, though.
What did you do?
Well, I was in Iceland again, and I was hanging around the Viennettas, and they said, you know, thinking, I should keep that in mind.
Yeah.
About how I got promoted. Because by this time I'm a manager.
Yeah, of course.
So I got loads of pens in my pocket, you know. And I see this fella come in the supermarket through the doors, like, bzzz, bzzz, you know.
Yeah.
So I snuck up behind him, like I do, in my way, you know, and I pulled his pants down.
You just debagged him immediately.
Yeah. straight away I pulled his pants down.
What did he...
Oh, and then I got a pack of frozen peas and I put them down his pants.
Oh, no, it's a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke.
It's a friendly joke.
Yeah, but he didn't like it.
Oh, Christ.
Because he was from the council. And they said that's like illegal.
And did you say, well, I'm just...
I said, where is it? Where is that written? That
Exactly.
is that illegal? Which book is that written in? Is that in any of the European books of laws, is it? Where is that written? And, well, he couldn't answer that. And I said, well, if you can't prove it, mate, then, you get lost, you know? And that's what got me the sack, was actually for arguing with the council.
Well, hold on. I noticed on the front of tonight's evening Iceland, they're doing 100% burgers for British barbecues and all that.
Yeah, it was barbecue season.
And they've obviously gone up market since the days of Kerry Katona.
And the prawn ring.
The prawn ring.
Yeah.
What is it? And the Bibble Bobble prawns. £1 for 10 king prawns. What quality are they?
Good stuff.
The chicken zingy slider. A description of the product leaving the body. We've all done a zingy slider.
I know, I have.
And you can hear all this material if you come to upmarket. But anyway, they've gone upmarket. Presumably they've jettisoned Kerry Katona and...
Oh, they have, because she went bankrupt and she took drugs, I think.
They've probably gone, but sound a little bit stylish.
Well, you know who they did have? They had Stacey Solomons of X Factory.
Yeah, a little bit more upmarket.
Yeah, and now they've got Peter Andre.
Well, they couldn't get... I suppose if they wanted to go...
Proper upmarket.
They to Kerry Katona, they get you.
Yes.
They
Wheelstone Raider.
The Wheelstone Raider.
Yeah.
They get some, I don't know...
£1 fish.
£1, some real quality... A-listers after Kerry.
That's it.
No, imagine the meeting. We've got to go upmarket.
Proper upmarket.
Get the Wheelstone Raider on the phone. Yeah. Rose West, is she still around?
She's still available.
All the celebrities.
I wonder if she's available.
Probably not.
She's not available for adverts, is she?
I wouldn't think so. I imagine that would be detrimental to
the product.
The product, yeah.
Yeah. Having her name attached to it.
Oh, bloody hell. Now, listen, by the way,
Oh.
While we've got people listening, I hope they
Yeah,
know,
we've got them gripped.
we're doing the show next week on a Tuesday. I've heard the rail strikes off.
I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, there was one.
They called it off because I wrote to them.
Jimmy Nat. You
Told them
wrote to
about
Jimmy Nat. Yeah.
being the same age as Mick Jagger.
And we're going to be at the...
They've all gone now, and they all them railwaymen. Nat.
Oh, yeah.
Bob Crow, he's gone now.
He's gone.
Yeah.
The Fat Controller, Thomas
Yeah,
Gordon.
he's gone.
Toby.
Commissioner Gordon.
They've all gone.
He's gone. Ivor
You know
the
what
engine.
I can't bear on the trains, on London Midland trains,
What?
which are useless, and there's no one here to defend
Them.
London Midland.
I will do it.
All right. They're crap.
Okay.
Thank you, spokesman for London Midland. When the driver...
I'm just hearing you out before I deliver my coup d'etat.
I'm going to say this. First of all, the service is poor.
Okay.
Secondly, I don't like it when the driver does too much talking. We're just coming into the station stop, London Euston. Thank you very much for coming on. And make sure you take off. The train will be... So please vacate the train. No
Don't
need,
like that.
mate.
Don't like that.
Just drive the train. We don't need to hear that. We know it's the station stop. That's why we got on the train, because we knew it was going to Euston.
Okay.
What have you got to say about that, Mr. London Midland?
Well, all I can do is apologise to you about that driver. Some people do like to have the driver speak to them in that way. And also you've got to think about the driver. All he's doing is going up and down that metal track all day and he's got no one to talk to in that little room. Yeah. And so he thinks, well, let me talk to these people at least, you know. But what I am prepared to do for you, on this occasion is take half the drivers out, half the drivers in the trains, on the Midland train, half of them out, and shoot them, and then replace them with some other drivers.
If you could do that,
I can do that. I can do what I like. I'm the king of the railroad.
I'd like them scalped. I'd like part of them eaten.
Let's not go mad. It's not coming.
Just shot then.
Just shot.
Just shot.
Yeah, once you go and we compromise.
Well, you would do very well at ACAS, the Conciliation Service. You're not the only one to be appalled at my dismissal under me. I've just had this
What have you had now?
fax through from this, what does it say? The CEO of Audible.
Not him again.
Where do you get off? Having a go at London Midland train. And another thing, Jerry Halliwell is a close and old friend of mine. She was not ever brought up in an age before human beings, and she has never served or sit herself at the fish stall at Watford Market.
Oh, you listen here, you son of a bitch. Furthermore, Iceland is not the kind of store where you can just go in and have somebody pull down your pants and lick your face. If you try doing that in any of my supermarkets, I'd personally come in there and kick your living ass, you son of a bitch.
My God. And he's got a PS.
And another thing, you can't make me son of a bitch. You don't know. I knew Mr. William Morrison. He was a close and if you make a crack about a woman needing Keniston in her crack, you will be sacked on this spot, and I will personally see that you do not work at Iceland or Morrison or Little or you twat. I am gonna come to your show on Tuesday.
Oh, my God.
On Tuesday
Oh, my God.
night, and I'm gonna wipe the smile off your baby face, you silly prick.
Oh, no.
He
He should take some pills or something.
really should.
Shouldn't he?
P.S.
Tits!
Oh, he's an
Nah,
idiot,
he's
isn't he? He's
off
gone
with
mad,
that.
hasn't he?
Absolutely bonkers.
I think when he put tits, he's referring to your ones that you're going to paint up.
Yeah, or the ones I've got shown on my
And
back.
don't you think that that's a stupid idea, painting your bollocks like a pair of knockers?
Actually, no, I don't.
No.
Actually, no, I don't. I think it's a very good
He's
idea.
an idiot, that man.
Yeah,
Don't even
I don't-
sponsor us no more.
I don't even know how he got to become the CEO.
I don't know.
I don't know how he got up there, all the way up there in that corridors of power. He sounds like a madman.
It is a mad
He's
man.
a madman.
If then a mad man. If
So-
anyone wants to sponsor us,
Oh, we should advertise it. We
we've
should
not earned a
advertise
penny piece from this.
this cockamamie.
Have we?
No,
Not
nothing.
a
Nothing.
penny piece.
Listen, anyway, let's advertise the show.
Yes, on
Okay,
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
We're at the Guantanamera.
Guanabara.
Guanabara.
Someone's going to have to tell me where that is, because I don't bloody
It's
know.
near the Masonic Hall in Covent Gardens.
No,
Yeah.
up by the Masons.
Just come in, roll your trousers up,
Show your left
show
breast.
your left breast, and to be truthful, you pay some money, you probably get in.
Probably get in it without having to do all
all
that.
that business. But come and see that. We're going to have Owen there.
Yeah, Owen
hopefully.
will be on,
If they're a young lady and you'd like to meet someone who, admittedly, is a bit light-fingered, but a nice enough fella, come and meet him.
Come and meet Owen.
If we can get him to.
What's the date? What's the date?
Oh,
Pat?
it's the 26th.
26th.
So it's
Of
the,
May?
It's the 26th of
Tuesday,
May.
the 26th of
Let's
May.
come in Tuesday. Go on.
And if you want tickets,
live.angelosandbarry.com.
/tickets.
No, there's no forward slash.
We'll put it on anyway, see what happens.
live.angelosandbarry.com. And I think there's not that many left.
No, there's only a few left, so please run quickly and get them,
We
like a rampage.
We promise to meet beforehand and talk about
No,
what
I
we
don't
can.
know what we can promise that.
No, but well, we might. It's going to be pretty much this. I don't expect dancing girls.
There'll be a few dancing girls in the audience.
I hope so.
I'm inviting some. I'm inviting some from Cats.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because they're only round the corner.
Cats are coming.
The cats lot are coming.
All the music.
All the ones from Wicked coming.
Yeah.
All the birds from
The
Wicked.
Wicked are coming. All
Yeah.
the birds, all the top birds are from London.
All the Les Miserable boys, they're all coming in their gear.
Jerry Halliwell will be
She'll
coming.
be coming with the rest of the
with
OAPs.
The OAPs and the green screen, so she appears.
Okay.
So please come along.
You still rolling with that gang, Barry?
The gang?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Still rolling with them?
Oh, God, what, the Watfords?
Yeah, the Watford boys.
The Watford boys, yeah, still rolling with them.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah,
Nice one.
what's your gang? The
Me?
Eastern lot?
I'm with the Hells Angels.
Oh, that's right.
An Eastern chapter.
Is there much call for you?
Yeah,
on
there's a lot
on
of call
bicycle?
for it. There's a lot of call for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take the stabilisers off that.
Yeah, well,
sauce.
I have a real problem, like, keeping up with them.
Those guys.
Yeah, because they're all on their big, like, fat boy Harley Davidsons,
Yeah.
and I'm just on.
You're on a chipper.
Yeah, well, I'm on my mountain bike.
But yeah, I'll tell you
Got
what.
off
though.
Kenny, and
Yeah.
the back wheel's knackered. And I said to
Yeah.
him, Kenny, listen, mate, I'm rolling with some pretty high rollers here.
Yeah.
They've all got Harry Davidsons,
Well-
and I've got this old mountain bike with a knackered wheel.
Well, to be fair, he was good because he did put them playing cards in the spokes, so it makes the noise
it
of a
sound like
motorbike.
Yeah, it
And
does.
you've got all that.
I've got a
and,
leather. I've got a new leather jacket.
You've got a leather jacket.
Yeah, and a leather waistcoat.
Yeah,
and I haven't washed for about a month.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, I don't do that when I'm in gang or whether I'm not in a gang. to
Yeah.
be honest. But it's a good fit
Yeah.
for me because I don't wash.
You eat a lot of fried food.
A lot of fried food,
And
yeah.
during the week, you just got a normal office job like any other. Like
Yeah,
them, you know,
like
and then
I work at Foxton's.
at Foxton's.
Yeah.
How many houses have you sold at Foxton's?
Oh, so many houses.
Yeah.
Oh, many
Houses
houses.
coming
A lot
out.
of them weren't mine to sell.
No.
But, you know, I just drive them down the street. I said, well, you like look at that one?
Yeah,
And I
that's
go, oh, yeah, lovely. I said, I'm afraid I can't let you in to have a look round at the moment because someone else has got the keys at the moment.
Yeah.
You know. I said, but if you just have I'll get some pictures of the inside. And
Yeah, and what
if
have you done? Got them off the internet or
yeah,
something
got them
else?
off the internet or just gone round someone else's house and taken photos.
Yeah.
And then because they're not from round here. You
No,
know,
they don't know.
They don't know how it works. And I just sell the house.
Yeah.
You know, I've sold about 10 like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you, mate.
Yeah.
And I think that's your entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah, make it back, you know.
Make it back.
Make
Yeah.
it back wherever I can.
Well, you know, let's hope
Yeah.
that continues.
Oh, it will. After the success of the live show next week.
Well,
I'm going to be advertising my house. I'm going to be doing a yard sale.
of your stuff. From
Yeah, I'm
your,
going to
from
get a
your
load of stuff down and I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to sell quite a lot of that on stage.
Well, listen, if you want to buy any of his old shit,
Yeah.
come down
Come
to the
down this
Guanabara
Tuesday.
Club on Tuesday, the 26th of May.
Yeah.
And
Bring a big bag
bring a big bag.
and a lot of money.
And if you want us to, I think we're supposed to say hello to a few people this week.
Oh,
But that's
is it?
only fun for them, isn't it?
Yeah, who is you got to say hello to?
Oh, Christ. I was
Got
on
the
my
names
phone, I
written
forgot the
down.
name. Whoever we said we would. Well, hello to
Hello.
you.
Hello.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, have a lovely week.
Have a lovely week. That means saying whoever it was.
I know.
Yeah. Until next time, then Tuesday, if we're
Yeah,
going to see you.
Tuesday.
And hopefully the live podcast for anyone that can't make it will be out on Tuesday night.
Oh, yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's nodding his
he's nodding.
Nodding his head.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
So until
Fantastic.
then.
All right, then.
But see you on Tuesday.
Okay.
See you next Tuesday.
Nice. Okay. Oh, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
No.
Bye.
This has been a Playback Media production. For all our other podcasts, go to playbackmedia.co.uk.